How's it going, Vanguardians? Today I am bringing you a premium deck profile of the Fang of Light Garmore. I took this deck to my recent shop challenge. I got second place with it. So let's get right into the deck profile. So we're starting off with 4 of the Fang of Light Garmore. During your turn, for each Snowghoul or Brughoul in rearguard circle, he gets plus 1,000 power. When he is placed on either vanguard or rearguard circle, you can discard a Royal Paladin, search your deck for a Snowghoul or Brughoul called to a rearguard circle. You want to play through 4 of this, as this is the main grade 3 you want to ride. As we'll see later in the G zone, he is very important to the deck. And then the backup grade 3s that we play 4 Sanctuary Guard Arc. His GB2 is all your grade 1s get power plus 5,000. You start on top of him with the card with Sanctuary Guard in his name. Pitch a card, search for a grade 1, call to rearguard circle. It gains plus 3k, and then the card you tried over Sanctuary Guard gets 3k as well, so really strong. This is a backup grade 3. You generally want to go into Garmore over this, but sometimes you have to go into this for the extra power that it gives to your grade 1s. So then we go into the grade 2s. You run 4 Knight of Fragments. GB1, if you have 2 or more rear guards in the front row, gains plus 2k power. Becomes an 11k at GB1. And then on hit, you soul charge 1 and you counter charge 1. This is super important because you do burn through quite a lot of soul, and you do burn through your counter blast quite a bit. This is really important. Then we run 3 Sage of Salvation Benin. When he's placed, on rearguard circle, counter blast 1 to search your deck for a card that is 6,000 power. So you can superior call out your Snowghouls from the deck, which is what you want in the back row, because they are important in the deck as well. Or you can call out the other grade 1 to 6,000 power, which I'll show you in a minute here. Then we have 2 Starlight Violinist. When placed on vanguard or rearguard circle, counter blast 1, soul blast 1, search your deck for a grade 2, call to a rearguard circle. This is super important, as it will superior call a grade 2 from deck without burning up your hand size. So I only play 2 of hers. Her cost is a little bit heavy. So then we run a 2 Knight of Twin Sword. I'm probably going to replace this guy, as his effect is not as good as it was during G era. GB1, when he's boosted, counter blast 1, search your deck for another grade 2, call it to an open rear, call to rearguard circle. It allows you to get more attacks off. It's good if you have Sanctuary Guard of Regalia as, if Sanctuary Guard of Regalia is on the vanguard circle. It is pretty powerful, but for the most part, though, you want to go into Garmore, so I'm probably going to replace him. He's not good anymore. And I do play the 1 Beast Knight Garmore. When he is placed on rearguard or vanguard circle, pitch a Royal Paladin, search for a Snowghoul. I'm going to replace this too. Just the discarding cost is too heavy for this deck, as you do burn through your hand size quite fast. So this guy will be replaced. And we run the 4 Snowghouls. You have to run 4 of these, as these are for the main grade 3 Garmore. And then for every copy of itself on the field, it'll gain plus 1k power. So if you have 3 in the back row, become 8k boosters. So you have to play 4 of these. And I do play 4 Woggle the Perfect Guard. The reason why I play this over the other Perfect Guards is because it is a high beast, and the grade 4 Garmore does care about high beasts. So this is why I play this. And then 4 Battle Song Angel. GB1, if you have 2 or more rear guards, it gains plus 2k power and resist. Becomes a 9k boost with resist. Really solid, help you hit magic numbers. Then we play 2 Sword of Hope Richard. You can call, if you have to, you superior call this with Benin to Soul Blast the one to draw a card. Generally, though, you want to superior call out the Snow Goals. Sometimes you need extra draw power, so you superior call the Richard off of the Benin. Then we get to trigger lineup. We play 6 draw. Reason why I do not play the new draw trigger from the V series, because these Regret can move to Soul, and you can use plus 3k power. Since you do use a lot of Soul in this deck for the grade 4 Garmore, these have much better purposes than the new ones do. So that's why I run these guys. Then 6 critical triggers. Once again, all high beast. The new Garmore does care about how many high beasts you have, so super important. And finally, the last heat cards of the deck. The 4 heal triggers. The Maskell. I play this because once again, it is a high beast. The grade 4 Garmore does care about high beast, and has a good effect where if you pitch pitch him for his specific G guard, discard another card to draw a card, so it can fix hands if it need be. And then we do play the Shining Knight as our starting vanguard. As Forerunner, at GB1, you counterblast 1, move into the Soul, search your deck for a grade 2, call it to rearguard circle. This is important. Thins out the deck, so you have a better chance to check triggers on drive checks and damage checks. So now we're going to move to the G zone. We play the 4 Shining, a Golden Knight Booming Fang Garmore. This is the main grade 4 that you want to stride into. At GB2, take a card from drop zone, put it into the bottom of your deck. You check top 6. For every high beast that is revealed, your units can get plus 4,000 power. If 4 or more high beasts are revealed, he gets an additional critical. And then his activated skill is Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Check top 3 of the deck, superior call a card from among them to the field. Super important is this makes it so you don't burn up your hand by calling cards from your hand to the field. Super important. You generally want to go into this guy. And then if you are not on Garmore, but you're on the Sanctuary Guard arc, then we run 4 Sanctuary Regalia. This guy is good because he gives your front row plus 3,000 power for each grade 1 you have. So generally, your front row is going to get plus 9k power. It'll help you hit those magic numbers. Really solid. Then we do play 2 Imperial. His skill is Counterblast 1. Search your deck for a grade 1. When it's called, it gets plus 3k power for each of your grade 1 units. And if the attack hits for that grade 1 that was superior called by his effect, you'll give one of your vanguards plus 1,000 power and additional critical. So it helps apply on-hit pressure. 1 Snow Elemental Valancher. If you have a hard card in it with 10,000 or less power, you'll gain plus 5k and you get a draw card. And on hit, you're going to take a heal from your drop zone and put it into your hand, so apply on-hit pressure. And then the Shrouded Divine Knight Blade. On hit as well, you just be able to superior call a grade 2 from deck, so just apply more on-hit pressure. Then we get to the G guards. Laser Guard Dragon is super good. If you have a rear guard in the front row, gains plus 5,000k shield, 20k shield, so really powerful. Then Air Elemental, just a generic G Guardian that when it's placed, you can pitch a card to draw another card. So once again, it'll help fix hands. And then the 1 Holy Beast, Maskell. This is the best G Guard, in my opinion, that Royals do have. As if you, at GB1, you G Guardian flip, whatever you want to flip up for the G Guardians. And then if you have a free guard in the front row, it gains plus 10k power, so 25k shield. So that's why you want to run them. Really powerful. I know that there are a lot of older cards in this deck, I have not had the time to play test this deck with the newer V-Series cards. I will say this deck is not very good. I was able to come on top a whole lot. My opponents didn't know what some of the cards did, and I sacked quite a lot of my triggers. That being said, though, with a bit more time and effort put into it, I could see this deck be pretty decent and a nice budget option when I get into premium. So that's it for this video, guys. Have a good one.